Well, today the Fallout 76 beta has officially started on all platforms, and I'm here to break down some of the gameplay features and mechanics for you guys. Today we are talking about events in the world of Fallout 76. So in the game, events are basically public quests that everyone in the area can participate in, and there are a few ways you can pick these up. One of the easiest ways is through just exploring the world. While you're out adventuring, you might come across an event right in front of you, like this example that I picked up in Flatwoods. When an event is occurring somewhere else in the world, you will also see an event marker on your map. It looks like a large white hexagon, and this actually allows you to fast travel to the event, which is great, but just realize that this is not free, and it will cost you an amount of caps based on the distance traveled. As far as what actually happens during an event, the majority of these seem to be based around killing a specific number of enemies or maybe defending against some enemy waves. For example, while I was playing a survival event at the airport, we had to defend the base against 5 waves of Scorched. In another event, I had to defend a specific location, which was a restaurant, and I also had to defend the building itself from taking damage at the same time that I dealt with the waves of enemies. If you claim a public workshop in the game, you may also trigger another public event where you have to defend your workshop and your structures. This is a bit unique because you can actually build turrets and other defenses around your workshop to help you out. Now, as far as the rewards you can earn, it seems to vary according to the difficulty of the event. When defending my workshop, for example, I only got 2 minor items, but that's because I only survived like 1 wave of enemies. Events with more waves and tougher enemies seem to award better loot, including weapons and armor, and even a few unique drops randomly once in a while. In one event, I got a cloaking leather armor piece. It's pretty cool. It generates a cloaking field around you. So we'll see. I've heard of other unique weapons and armor pieces as well. One other thing to keep in mind is that every event seems to have a time limit, and if you fail to complete the objective within that given time, you fail the event completely. No loot, no rewards, no experience. Here I was trying to kill a farmhand supervisor, and it took me a little bit too long, and I didn't get anything. And finally, since Fallout 76 is an MMO, the main question I had was, could I solo an event, or were these group only? And based on my experience so far, the answer to that is yes, you can definitely solo many of the events in the game if you have a solid character. This can be a challenge, especially in the survival wave category of events, but I definitely soloed several of these in my playthroughs. What is interesting is that the amount of enemies you need to kill seems to scale with the amount of players participating in the event. I noticed this with the airport, especially the Scorched supply drop event, where when I attempted to solo it, I faced maybe 4 to 5 enemies per wave, whereas when I tried the same event with other people, we faced more like 10 or more enemies each time. I don't know if rewards are affected by the amount of people participating in the event, but it did seem like I had greater rewards when soloing, but that could just be random as well. And with that said, that's going to do it for me for this video all about Fallout 76 events. Hope you learned something. If you're interested in more Fallout 76 content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And until then, I will see you around in the next video. Peace.